How's it going, guys? Grimsie42 here, and I have got quite a few pickups to show you guys. This stuff ranges a few different things here. I've got a few items I picked up over like Facebook groups, stuff like that. Some stuff that I picked up while I was out game hunting with Alpha Mega Sin. Some stuff from Amazon, Gamestop, etc. So, as I like to say, without further ado, I'll jump right in. The first things I'm going to show you guys are something that I picked up from GameStop. I noticed there was a sale where basically I think it was $20 and you could pick up a copy of Batman the Arkham Knight, which is really cool. I heard it wasn't the best of the series, but I was looking for it and definitely wanted to get it for the PS4. But what was cool about it is that for the $20 it also included one of these for free. And I'm not much into the action figures, but I'm sure I could trade this to somebody. This is Battle Damage Batman. And it's a McFarlane, so pretty cool there. And I thought getting both of them for the 20 bucks was pretty sweet. Moving on with the trend of GameStop, I picked this one up and it was a little bit of footwork. I actually ordered it online and it came to me as a disc only, unfortunately. You really don't get a choice on, or you can't specify whether or not you'll accept complete or not when you order online. So it's Natural Doctrine, and basically the story behind it is when they sent me the disc only, what I did was I actually searched all over and I found one in Pennsylvania that had a complete copy, and I got them to transfer it to my store, and then I just did a transfer. So that was pretty cool, or an exchange rather, so that was pretty sweet. This next one here was 10 bucks. Didn't have it in the collection, and I'm trying to get the last, few relevant Wii games. I've got most of them, and at this point it's just shovelware if I decide to go any further. But this one is the Resident Evil Archives of the GameCube re-release, and pretty cool to have this. GameStop has it for 10 bucks, so I wasn't complaining with that. This next one here I picked up from Amazon. I got this for about 19 shipped, and I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's Chromia. And it's an interesting shooter of sorts. It's got controls similar to, I guess, Star Fox. And it's got really funky looking graphics, takes place in space. And it's got like a bit of a repetitious feature to it. You kind of keep backtracking and doing the same thing over and over. But it looked really interesting, and I'm glad to have picked it up for as cheap as I did. Like I said, I think it was under 20 shipped. These next two are games I picked up in the clearance section at Target. I recommend, if you guys have not checked those yet, or that yet rather, to check your clearance section. It's hit or miss, but I thought both of these were really good deals. I got them both for 10 bucks each. First one is Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition, and it's got the cool little lenticular slipcover there, so always keep my eye out for things like that. And this next one I was really happy to get for $10. It's Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and I guess it's the 3D version of it. So Snake Eater was awesome, and if this version holds up, which it looks like it will, then that'll be some pretty sweet portable ops, if you will. This next one here I got from a company called Limited Run Games, and it's a bit old at this point. You guys either have it or don't have it at this point, so it's sold out really quick, but it's a Vita game, and it's called Breach and Clear. And basically just a little backstory behind Limited Run. They put out, obviously, limited runs of physical copies of games. And they actually got one coming up in the near future, I think a few days from now. So I'm going to have my eyes peeled and my keyboard ready to hopefully snag that one. I think it's Saturday Morning RPG. This next one here, I am beyond thrilled to finally get in the collection. I got it at a very fair price, almost half of what it retails. And I've been looking for it for quite some time, and it really is knocking out a heavy hitter. I think this is the most expensive game on the system, if I'm not mistaken. It's Hexie Force for the PSP, and complete, thankfully. And it's a really, really good Atlas RPG. You can play as either a male or a female protagonist, and I guess the stories kind of intertwine. So pretty cool, and lots of replayability in that one. It's a bit of a shorter RPG, though. Alright, this next game is something I picked up while I was out with Alpha Mega Sin. Before I came into his area, I did a zip code search on a few games I was looking for, and this one came up. GameStop is selling this for, I think, $6, and it's going for like 30 or more online, so definitely was rather happy to pay the $6, and it's Funky Barn. And this one's kind of interesting. Basically, you're a UFO and you pick up sheep and animals and move them all around and stuff of that nature. So, Probably not at the top of my gotta play it list, but I am eventually going to try to go for a complete Wii U set. So when I could pick up games for under $10 to help that cause, I'm definitely going to. The next two pickups I have here, also while I was with Alpha Mega Sin, we were at a store called The Exchange. This one was in downtown Pittsburgh. I had been looking for this one for a while, and I knew just by seeing the spine that it was the version I was looking for. I already have the more common art for it, but this is a cool visual novel style game. And it's, let me read it so I get it right, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. And basically what's going on is there's 9 people in there, and you've got to kind of like solve puzzles and mysteries before you all drown. Really cool game. I really enjoy it. I wanted this alternate art. This is the harder to find one. And it's not worth too much more, but it's still cool to have for the collection. This next one here, a little bit of water damage, oddly. I never see that on DS, but Alpha recommended this to me. It's also by Axis, the same publisher who made that, and it's Jake Hunter Detective Chronicles. He was really big on this. I believe I got this one for $6, so figured I'd take his word for it. If you guys have played that or any from that series, let me know what you think of it, and is it something I should move up on my priority list to check out? Last 2 games I have while I was with Alpha, he actually tipped me off about this first one. He's a member of that Best Buy Video Game Club where you basically get like 20% off any new games. And this game's on sale for $20, and with the card it was like $16. And it's Resident Evil Revelations. And I'm pretty sure I paid $16.99 for this after the discount, but Resident Evil Revelations 2, actually. I apologize. I had the first one for the Wii U, and I definitely wanted to get this, and now that I have a PS4, I had no excuse, and I really appreciate Alpha hooking me up with that discount to get it. This next one here was a little bit of trickery on my part, but I guess it was within my rights to play the trickery. I was going to have him use his discount card on this, and he actually suggested that I price match it. So I did a little research, and Amazon had this for $22 or $24, and it's The Legend of Legacy. But this is the big box. This is like the launch edition, and it's got like a really cool art book and a soundtrack in it. And they don't differentiate in price, I guess, with this. So I was able to get this for that 22 or 24, whatever it was. So I was extremely happy, and it's cool to get a big box game that cheap. Alright, next one here is a game I picked up off Amazon, and just like the Best Buy discount, if you're a Prime member, which I am, you actually get 20% off any new game that's out. So I got this one for $32. This is the Life is Strange limited edition. It was $39 retail, but with the discount I got it for that $32. And I haven't checked it out yet, but I've been watching some of my friends' Let's Plays on this, and it looks really, really good. Definitely something I'm going to take a long weekend and sit down and mess with. Looks very interesting, and I'm excited to check it out, so I definitely recommend you guys look into this one. Alright guys, coming up at the end here, I've got one more stack of games, and these are all Wii U titles, and I've basically, like I said with the previous Wii U game I showed you guys, been really trying to beef up my Wii U collection. I really believe that complete Wii U is a relatively achievable goal. There's about 150 games out so far, and not too many on the horizon, so I think it's going to end around 250. And that's definitely something I think I can manage after I completed my NES, which was, 700 or so. And it should be a little cheaper. This first one here was something I picked up from Walmart, and you guys can do it to this point. Basically what you do is you go to walmart.com, and you add it to your cart, and then you just do free in-store pickup, and it sends it to that store for free. This one was, I think, $5, and it's Epic Mickey 2. This next one here I know is not a good game, and it got horrible reviews, but I got this one for $13, also the same way through Walmart, and it's Sonic Boom Rise of the Lyric. This next one is something that's been getting a lot of controversy on, Facebook groups, the internet, etc. People are kind of jumping down people's throats for buying it, like speculation, and it's, it's a rare game or it's not a rare game. I just got it out of the way because I thought the retail price of $39 was, reasonable, and it's something that I think is only for sale at Toys R Us and Walmart. I got mine at Walmart, and it's the Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams Director's Cut. So, I don't see this too often. I know some people do. I know it's all over in some Walmarts. My area Walmarts, there's actually one copy in like my entire area, and I've got like 10 Walmarts. So, again, I just wanted to be sure I could grab it before it was too late. This next one here, I picked up on Craigslist. Actually, these next two. I got both of these for $40, and I thought that was very fair since one of them alone was worth $40. The first one is Sonic Lost World Deadly 6 Bonus Edition. And lucky for me, I actually checked the DLC on this and it works, so that was cool. The next one is something I've really been looking for, and I'm glad I finally have it. It was the main motivation to go pick this order up. And actually, excuse me, I got these both for $30, not $40. This game here is Lego City Undercover. And if you guys aren't aware, this one has gone up recently. It's a $45, $50 game online, and it's getting tough to track down. GameStops don't even really have too many of them, so if you see this and it's at a good price, I would definitely recommend you check it out. It's a really fun game. It's basically like Grand Theft Auto meets Legos, so really cool. Two more here, guys, and then we are all done with this pickup video. This one here, it's actually weird. It has a white case, but it's a Wii U game. I'm told that they didn't release a lot of these. I got this one for $15. It is the Legend of K Anniversary, and as I said, it's got this weird white case, but it is in fact a Wii U game, so really weird, but I hear it was pretty good on PS2, so I figured I'd give it a try. Last, and in a lot of people's eyes least, and I actually wound up picking up 2 copies of this. I have one to play and I kept one sealed, just because it was fun tracking a sealed copy down, and in between that I was able to find an open copy, so I figured I'd keep this one sealed. It's a game that isn't amazing, but is really hard to find and was definitely being talked about online recently. It's Devil's Third, and this is a pretty cool game. I believe one of the people who worked on Ninja Gaiden is the guy who made it. And it's not the best game. It could definitely use some polishing, but it's not terrible, and I got, I think, to like the 4th level of this so far, and I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm not blown away, but at the end of the day, it's a unique title on the Wii U. You really don't see games like this. It's very gory, very violent, but the controls are a bit sloppy. I found the online to be extremely difficult. Maybe I just sucked, but every time I would like take a step, I'd get shredded. But really cool to get it in the collection. I'm told they made less than 10,000 copies of these. I cannot confirm that, though. I haven't done too much research, but I'm seriously happy to be able to finally have gotten a sealed one to have in the collection. I'm not a sealed collector, but when it's something that's this hard to find, you know, I figure I'll put one aside just to have, and it's something where I'm not trying to sell it down the road. I just want, you know, if 5 years from now or 10 years from now, people are like, you know, that game's impossible to find, it's nice to know that I have it and that it's something I don't have to look for. So that's really my only motivation in that. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you watching this video, and I'm glad to be back to the pickups. It's been too long. So let me know what are some of the things you guys have been finding recently, and if you have anything else you want to chat about, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching as always, guys. Take care.